Coming up, we have the latest on the death of an 18-year-old at an NAU frat house. Plus, the Super Bowl is days away, and we have reporters in San Francisco. The news is next.
NAZ Today, Northern Arizona's local news.
Good evening and welcome to NAZ Today. I'm Noah McNeil.
And I'm Kaylee Doyle. Thanks for tuning in.
3 suspects in the death of an 18-year-old NAU freshman will be in court on hazing charges later this month. The NAU freshman died over the weekend while rushing a fraternity. The suspects were identified as student officers within Delta Tau Delta. The 3 20-year-old suspects in custody are Carter Eastlick, Ryan Creech, and Riley Cass. According to court documents, the student died after participating in a well-known drinking game called Don't F Your Brother. We spoke with a former fraternity member who did not want his name used. He says he had a similar experience. Don't F Your Brother is kind of the final hurdle in becoming a pledge. The difference between my experience, it seems, was I was given an out. The game requires pledges to finish a large container of hard liquor among their group. As the court documents describe, the 4 pledges were required to finish 2 so-called handles of liquor. Suspects say the victim displayed numerous signs of alcohol poisoning, such as gagging and difficulty breathing, and was found unresponsive the next morning. The former frat member says he is not surprised by what happened. Calling an ambulance was always a last resort. Either that or a brother would drop you off at the hospital. It's more confidential. And despite the suspects having Googled poisoning symptoms, paramedics were not contacted until it was too late. We attempted to get a statement from a current member of Delta Tau Delta, but no one answered the door. On its Instagram feed, the national fraternity wrote that members are deeply saddened by the accidental death. We tried speaking with a number of present and former NAU fraternity members, and most said they were told not to speak on the matter.
The 3 arrested fraternity members are facing charges of hazing under an Arizona law inspired by the death of an ASU student. NAZ Today's Nicole Rutherford was able to speak with State Senator John Kavanaugh, who sponsored the measure.
That's right. House Bill 2322, also known as Jack's Law, was signed into law in 2022. Before the bill was signed, hazing was banned by many universities, but was not recognized as a crime in Arizona. With its passing, there are now criminal penalties to help discourage hazing and the planning of it.
I think that it prevented a lot of injuries and deaths, and also prevented a lot of fraternity or sorority members from being charged with crimes, as in this case, serious crimes.
Jack's Law was named after an ASU freshman, Jack Cololius, who died after attending a fraternity-related event involving alcohol.
The law doesn't say, that you can't do any kind of initiation, but it's the extreme hazing, which involves the forced drinking of large amounts of alcohol or other substances, humiliation, physical injury, pain. Those types of extreme hazing is illegal.
Hazing can occur in many other places beyond just fraternities.
We found that students who participated in club sports and intramurals, academic clubs, honor societies, and performing arts groups like a cappella groups, marching bands, they had experienced hazing as well.
In Arizona, hazing is often charged as a Class 1 misdemeanor. However, when resulting in death, the charge changes to a Class 4 felony. This heavier charge can carry a prison sentence from about 1 to 4 years, depending on the offender's criminal history. Nicole Rutherford, NAZ Today.
9 horses were shot and killed in Apache Sitgreaves National Forest last week. This incident is not the first of its kind. In October 2022, more than 30 horses were killed in the same area. The U.S. National Forest Service is offering a $5,000 reward for information leading to the arrest.
A local foundation is looking for donations to help a high schooler in need of a bone marrow transplant.
He's facing a tough battle and has had to switch to online classes. Amelia Pyatt has the story.
Johnny McKeever, an 18-year-old who was in his last stretch of high school when he was suddenly ill. Doctors realized that his liver enzymes were off the charts and came to the conclusion that his liver was being attacked.
I mean, there was about 2 weeks that he was right on the verge of complete liver failure. That's how bad it was attacking his liver.
He has severe immune dysregulation and is waiting for a bone marrow transplant. Johnny's little sister, Scarlett, researched the procedure and then decided that she would be the donor.
I'm going to be the donor, and it'll go through my blood and through a machine and separate the stem cells from the blood, and then the blood will come back.
According to Johnny's family, this will be a 6 to 8 week healing process at the hospital, and then he'll have to stay close by for at least another 100 days.
I'm able to hopefully graduate with my class if the bone marrow transplant process is over by the middle of May. I'll be able to graduate.
Johnny's mother says he has taken this process like a champ.
He has not once said, why me? Why is this happening to me? He's just had such a positive attitude, and that really keeps me going on the days when I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. Knowing that he's still doing it and he's having a good attitude about it makes it a lot easier to get through it.
The illness forced Johnny to quit sports, pull back from schoolwork and his friends, but he has not been forgotten by his school.
It was a crazy night. At halftime, they surprised us. They had raised, I think, $8,000 in the span of, I think, less than a week. So I definitely feel that this is going to be a crazy story that I can tell my kids one day, and hopefully that they can learn to be strong, and that God will give his hardest trials to his strongest people.
Despite all this, Johnny's family remains strong.
Don't take life for granted. Last year, his junior year, we never thought that that'd be his last year playing sports in high school. We figured it would be a normal senior year, just cherish the time you have with your kids and.
If you would like to donate and help the McKeevers, please visit shadowsfoundation.org or call 928-235-6599. Amelia Pyatt, NAZ Today.
A bill in the state house would make it illegal for minors to attend drag performances in Arizona. Violators could face Class 4 felony charges. Bill 2589, proposed by Representative Michael Way, marks the latest chapter in an ongoing battle over drag performances in the state.
Several historic buildings and landmarks in Flagstaff have recently faced closures, demolition, threats, and economic challenges. One of the latest is the Corner Tavern, a longtime downtown gathering spot known for its trivia nights and karaoke, who will be closing their doors this weekend. The downtown spot will host its final trivia night tomorrow and its last karaoke night on Friday.
Tomorrow, the city will remove 32 Flock Safety automatic license plate reading cameras from Flagstaff. Back in December, the Flagstaff City Council voted unanimously to cancel their contract with Flock Safety due to overwhelming public backlash. While Flagstaff's policy says Flock can only be used for solving crimes, ICE can request location data directly from Flock without police consent.
This week, we have a team of sports reporters covering the Super Bowl in San Francisco. NAZ Today's Reese Clark joins us live with more.
That's right. Now, there is a lot going on here in San Francisco for the Super Bowl. However, there has been speculation throughout the week of whether or not ICE will be at or in attendance of the Super Bowl events. Now, the NFL hosted a safety press conference, and Chief Security Officer Kathy Lanier had this to say.
There's no planned ICE enforcement activities. We are confident of that. Secondly, our Department of Homeland Security, who's been our partner for more than 20 years now, is made up of more than 20 different departments. We'll send a variety of different agencies. That does not include ICE. There is not ICE deployed with us at this Super Bowl, and I don't believe there has been in the last several.
Officials continue to stress that there are no announced immigration enforcement operations connected to the Super Bowl. Now, this year's halftime performer, Bad Bunny, has publicly spoken out against ICE, and it has raised pride within Latino communities.
Late last September, Bad Bunny was named a Super Bowl 60's halftime performer. Ever since this announcement, we have seen a burst of Latino pride here on both sides of the field in San Francisco. Bad Bunny was arguably the biggest artist of the year, taking home a Grammy for Album of the Year with an entire Spanish language album, which is the first in Grammy history. He's also the first artist to take home Album of the Year and headline the halftime show within the same year. With his success, Bad Bunny has brought Latin pride to the forefront of the biggest stage in football.
Just great things can come from a small place. Whether it's Cuba, whether it's Puerto Rico, it's really powerful to know kind of what that culture is, and to see him be the biggest artist in the world is crazy. It really is crazy.
Players on both the Patriots and Seahawks have shared their enthusiasm for this historic selection.
Es el primer cantante que va a cantar en español. Y yo sé que Shakira, ella pero estaba cantando en inglés. Entonces, esto ves que algo se está cambiando para los latinos también.
Although these players will face off in Sunday's match, they share a common ground in the pride of their roots and the joy of representation in such a national event.
It's just another, opportunity for Latino kids to see that they can reach the biggest stage if they put their mind to it and really push and just dream big, and you can make it to where you want to be.
Reporting here from San Francisco, Jesselyn Garcia.
I know that I'm looking forward to this year's halftime performance and game. We'll have more Super Bowl coverage from San Francisco later in sports.
Coming up, meet the pet of the week. Plus, more Super Bowl coverage to come.
You quit smoking and thought, that's that. But here's the thing about lung cancer. By the time you see the symptoms, it could be too late. But now, there's a new scan that can detect lung cancer early, when it's more curable. If you smoked, get scanned. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Give kisses. Give kisses. You heard how loud
I know,
I
I
was.
heard. It wasn't you. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Emma, did you hear?
Todd's in the hospital.
Who's Todd? He got a collapsed lung from vaping. He thought it was cool.
Not cool.
Promise you won't vape, Emma. It can lead to a lifelong addiction, and we can't be friends if your lungs collapse.
Bogus.
Wacky sitcom teens aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
Our pet of the week is a shy girl with an unusual name. NAZ Today's Priscilla Deal has more.
Quinoa is a 1.5-year-old pit bull mix. She's been at Coconino Humane since she was 2 months old, and while she might be shy, the folks here say she make an excellent pet.
When you come to meet her, just, give her some time. She's really sweet. She's mostly housebroken. She walks on a leash. She's kind of strong. But she's very food motivated, which will make it really easy to train her.
Ramenka says Quinoa needs a quiet environment to thrive.
She's not aggressive with kids. I think that she would do best in a home that didn't have any children, or if they did, they were older, like teenagers.
While she may hide at first, with enough patience, Quinoa will play with others.
She likes to play with rope toys only for like 2 seconds, and if you touch the toy while she's playing with it, she drops it immediately. She likes to play by herself or with another dog. She's still getting the hang of playing with people and engaging with people.
Quinoa is ready to be adopted. If you would like to adopt her or interested in donating, visit coconinohumane.org or call 928-526-1076. Priscilla Deal, NAZ Today.
Coming up, we're just a few days away from Super Bowl 60, but we've got all the coverage you need right here on NAZ Today. Stay tuned.
Well, Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody.
So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
You need some help?
Your tow chains are a little loose. Could spark a wildfire. I could show you how to secure them properly if you'd like.
Sure. Thanks a lot.
Anytime. You should check out SmokeyBear.com. They've got a bunch of tips on wildfire prevention.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Good evening and welcome back to NAZ Today. My name is Riley Kickbush and I'll be your weather forecaster this evening. Currently in Flagstaff, it is 51 degrees with sunny skies. We've got some winds heading in from the east at about 13 miles per hour. Now those winds paired with that humidity at 21% is making that 51 feel colder as the sun is going down. Our current temperatures across northern Arizona, we are seeing Winslow at 52 degrees, Payson at 59, and Prescott at 60 degrees this evening. For our temperatures across the state of Arizona, things are heating up, with Phoenix all the way at 81, Yuma at 82, and Kingman at 66. So some pretty warm temperatures for the start of February. Now, our cloud coverage and precipitation is seemingly hitting every state except for us here in Arizona, so we're not expecting any clouds or rain here today. For tomorrow, Payson and Prescott are going to be seeing some minimal cloud coverage in the late afternoon, but nothing here in Flagstaff. Tomorrow at 6 a.m., it is going to be 24 degrees here in Flagstaff, and we're going to be getting up to 55 degrees by 2 p.m., keeping up with those sunny skies just like today. For our future cast into this weekend, we are seeing mostly sunny skies and some partially cloudy days. With Friday and Sunday, we have a 20% chance of precipitation, so we may or may not be seeing some rain here this weekend. Now, that's all the weather I have for you today. Stay tuned after our break for more.
Your son wants to get a cat, but you're allergic. Do you A, prepare yourself, B, make the best of it,
C squared equals 25. Good job!
or C, find a loophole? When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers, but that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Love the hustle, Cliff. Who are you?
Your lungs.
We're quite proud of you.
Even though you quit smoking years ago, you may be at risk for lung cancer.
Okay. Well, with the routine screening, you can detect it early when it's more curable.
Sounds good, guys. Can I get a little space here?
Biologically, no.
Okay.
Listen to your lungs. Get a routine screening that could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Welcome back to NAZ Today. I'm Adriana Sparks, and I'm coming to you right from Levi Stadium. We're just a few days away from Super Bowl 60 with so much exciting coverage, starting with, of course, the big game. 5 months of football, and it all comes down to one game, Super Bowl 60. Patriots, Seahawks, one night here under the lights at Levi's. Seattle brings stars. Jackson Smith-Njigba is coming off a dynamic performance in the NFC Championship game, where he showcased exactly why he was named an All-Pro and finalist for Offensive Player of the Year.
Kind of a two ball. There's a tiny bit of arc. You can see it over space. And when he's got that vision and he feels like there's kind of a yard or two of space, the concentration he has, and he hasn't dropped many balls this year.
Kenneth Walker III is hitting another gear in the postseason. He opened up the scoring for the Seahawks and totaled 111 yards to lead Seattle to a 31-27 victory.
An electric start. There's about 4 unblocked Rams in the hole, and Walker just stutters his feet and then uses his speed to the...
But the Patriots answer with numbers. Not just one weapon, but a whole crew. 6 players with double-digit explosive catches this season. Every snap brings a different threat. And then there's Drake May. Nearly 50 rushing yards per game this postseason. Seattle brings pressure. May brings escape speed. If lane's open, he is gone.
Taking off is May. Drake May to the end zone for the New England touchdown.
On the other side, Sam Darnold has flipped the script. Pressure used to break him, but pressure also makes diamonds. 4 touchdowns, 0 picks this postseason, but now he faces a Patriots defense built to disrupt timing. Now the run game won't be easy either. Kenneth Walker, Ramondre Stevenson, both rolling, both running against elite fronts. Red zone snaps could decide everything. When the game tightens, the noise rises, and the moment demands a hero. So who's going to be up to the task? Sports reporter Brian Adams might just have the inside scoop.
Thanks, Adriana. We were in for a great game on Sunday, but yesterday I talked to Chris Mad Dog Russo about his predictions for who's going to lift the Lombardi Trophy this weekend.
Initial reaction is I just don't see Seattle losing. They've won all these games in a row. They came out of a tougher conference. They came out of the best division in football in the NFC West. The Patriots did not play that great in the postseason. Could have lost to the Chargers. Herbert was terrible. Stroud gave him 4 turnovers in the first half. Can't blame him. You can't say it's all because of the Patriot defense. Stroud stunk.
There we have it. Mad Dog expects the Seahawks to win it all, but a key piece of that will be wide receiver Cooper Kupp. Sports reporter Connor Emery has more.
That's right, Brian. Cooper Kupp is one of the most well-known receivers in the NFL. But before that, he came from a small school in the Big Sky.
Stiff arm heading for the end zone. Is it a touchdown? Waiting for the signal. Yes! Touchdown.
From the Big Sky to Super Bowl 60, Cooper Kupp is an inspiration for small college football players. This Seahawks receiver started at Eastern Washington from 2012 to 2016. Now, he's in Santa Clara chasing his second Lombardi Trophy.
It's one of those things. It's just that it was a stepping stone. It was a one step along this path and along this journey. And so I don't think of it as like it's not like overcoming anything. It's just that was my path to continue playing football in college, and gave me an opportunity to be in front of the NFL people and go out there and make my dream a reality.
During his time at Eastern Washington, Kupp had memorable moments that were good and bad, including back-to-back losses against NAU in Flagstaff and Washington. Kupp jokingly said NAU has a cheat code because the school sits at 7,000 feet elevation.
NAU had our number there for a little bit. I coached there. I had a lot of respect for him. Played a lot of man-to-man coverage. Had a really good plan, and we didn't do a very good job executing. And I mean, it's really cheating how the elevation that you're playing at when you're in NAU. It's cheating, right? You agree? We're just cheating. But no, we didn't do a great job there, and they had a great plan for us.
Ironically, Kupp will face another Eastern Washington alum in Super Bowl 60 this Sunday. Patriots receiver Efton Chisholm III dethroned Kupp as the school's leading receiver, graduating in 2024 with 3,852 yards. Although they weren't teammates, Chisholm says Kupp was a source of inspiration in college.
Yeah, it's super awesome. He's one of the best, if not the best, to play at that school, at our school. So trying to do everything I can when I was there to chase him and, to beat some of his stuff. But, man, he's had such an impact on my life and, allowed me to see what he's been doing and allowed me to chase him. So it's been pretty cool.
Now, both players told me that the Sky Dome was one of their favorite places to play because of its electric atmosphere. Now, speaking of the Sky Dome, Brooklyn Griselle is in the studio to tell us about NAU basketball's last game that was held at the Sky Dome.
Thanks, Connor. After NAU men's and women's basketball's losses against the Idaho Vandals on Saturday, both teams are looking for wins on Thursday against Idaho State. The men's team will be on the road for 5 out of their remaining 8 regular season games, starting in Pocatello this week. The men's team is currently winless on the road, so a victory over the Bengals could give them the momentum they need for their next stop in the road trip, Ogden, Utah. The Lumberjacks have lost 11 straight road games to Weber State, so a win against the Wildcats could be the first in Ogden since 2015. Along with the Super Bowl, the Waste Management Phoenix Open is happening in the Valley over the weekend. Scotty Scheffler, the #1 player in the world, will be looking for his 3rd Phoenix Open victory. Many celebrities in sports such as Travis Kelce, Mookie Betts, Michael Phelps, and many others will be participating in the Annexus Pro-Am at the Open. Our sports reporters will have more coverage on that next week. Now that's all I have for local sports this afternoon. Stay tuned for more Super Bowl coverage this Friday on our Super Bowl special show. For now, Riley Kickbush is coming up after the break.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving. I definitely can't drive.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear. Call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it? Yes, good job. So, what should I do with all these coals? Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire. I understand. The stakes are high. Ha, 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 ha. See, Smokey thinks I'm funny.
One scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin. When the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
I'm relying on luck, but who knows if it'll be on my side.
When it comes to disasters and emergencies, it's not a matter of if, but when. Take control. 1. Assess your needs. 2. Make a plan. 3. Engage your support network. Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell.
Again, looking ahead at our 5-day forecast, tomorrow is going to be a high of 55 degrees with a low of 23, and on Friday and Sunday, a 20% chance of precipitation.
Seems like it will be sunny but brisk this weekend. Great weather to be watching the big game. Do you all have any plans to watch the Super Bowl this weekend?
I know I don't know much about football, but I know lots about Bad Bunny, so I'll be watching that.
Yeah.
I'll watch for the commercials and the game.
That's fair.
Very well, that's all we have for you guys tonight. Thanks for tuning in. That was our Super Bowl show. Have a good rest of your night.